had a coworker describe me as no. Describe me as quirky, and I can't tell if I'm offended or not.
Oh, if someone legit, like I said as a joke, if someone legitimately called me quirky,
Yeah,
it's a fight on sight.
yeah. No, they were being genuine.
I'd be deeply
like,
offended. And if someone called me quirky, I'm like, oh, so we fighting now, or you want to apologize?
It's in this room or in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Who just popped in?
Darian.
Who are you? Hi, Darian.
Hello there.
Who are you?
I don't know. Who am I?
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, you just addressed me as Darian. So I assume that is the correct answer.
Ah.
But I'm also Carolina. And I'm also Kelvin. And I'm also Cray Cray. Which sums up that conversation to anybody who has no idea what it is.
Yep.
I am Matt, also pale, also several years ago Folium, also.
It's
You were Folium?
The crazy backstory. Folium, which I'm happy that Bailey let me do this. Folium was initially a character who was a lone survivor of an in-game TPK. He was a warlock who worshipped Santa. His spells all were peppermint scented. Santa would tell him who to kill or to let live based off of naughty and nice. He was extremely chaotic, but still technically lawful good because he followed what his patron said, and Santa was deemed lawful good.
It's incredible.
And again, he survived a brutal TPK against a house-sized mimic. He had to watch two of the characters die in front of him because he didn't have any healing spells and he failed his medicine checks. So they died in his arms as he tried to stop their bleeding.
Hence why he is so afraid of going in the rooms.
Yep. And Jade, in that, was a child who he saved from the dungeon who had been kidnapped. We never even found out who the big bad was. Yeah. A little fun backstory.
Nice.
Obviously not canon to Bailey's world. I don't think Santa's a patron.
It was probably all ball in disguise or something.
That makes it so much worse, thank you.
And there are, there are creatures who are not quite gods, but they're powerful enough to still be warlock patrons, so maybe Santa is out there. I mean, Guy Fieri is champion of Flavortown.
Someone who wears red and is able to deliver things quickly, who's nearly a god, you think we don't know.
Oh, hey, listen. And I do have a side quest for the courier.
I know.
If you
I
guys
want to
ever
do
want
it.
one, you just have to trigger it properly.
I want it. I need to get the other two on board, but I need to know. And my biggest fear is it's going to be, yeah, he's just a dude who's really quick. Yeah. You guys he's just a dude.
I don't believe it.
You know that I'm more evil than that.
Yeah, fair.
If enough people believe he's a god, he's a god.
And we're going by 40k orc logic.
I mean, kind of.
Fair enough. I respect that.
Yeah. Since Ian's going to be late, are you guys ready to start?
Yeah. I fully forgot what we did, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Current time is morning, day 29 of 1379. Time is now normal. Last game, you guys vanquished Katrina Antony with the surprise help of Leo and 10, rescuing Ash and Gilbert. Jean is still under some sort of sleep enchantment Katrina put on her, and it might be best to keep her like that for a minute, because Pale just single-handedly made her an orphan. Last I remember, you guys had summoned Athoth, the Planetar, and we're taking everybody into the Magnificent Workshop.
Oh, yeah. So I guess my big thing right now is trying to find out where Ash's body is, and then seeing if we can find out where all the other pieces are. Because now our only person who knew where they all were dead.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm just starting by trying to find his body. Well, his soul. No, she is dead. I sent her to Merkul directly.
Oh.
She is being brutally tortured right now.
Well, I don't think asking her any questions would be any help.
Probably not. But maybe we can find something who can do, like, identify or something, or locate person? I don't
Object?
know. Yeah, I mean, honestly, locate object. We just find his various pieces, send them Merculians to go burn them. We could probably put him in a robot body for a bit.
And by the way, Leo and Ten are still here, but they are with Gilbert. But then, so if Athoth is here,
I don't even remember what.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Talk to Ash.
what?
Yeah, I was like, why did I bring Athoth here? Right, to talk to Ash. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, do we have anything that we can put Ash in and communicate with us?
Do you want to make an Arcana check?
Can one of you guys roll for me? Because I'm currently making cookies.
Okay.
It's a +2, I believe.
Go ahead, Darian.
We can do it on D&D and Beyond, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I was still getting set up.
Oh, no problem.
Right here, I'm pulling up on my phone. You said Arcana?
Yeah.
What did I do? What did I do? I clicked on thing. That is a 9.
Okay. Looking at the Soul magazine and going, how do I talk to you? As with the other Soul magazines, they can't really talk, and you can't really talk to them. This is sort of just a hibernation state, but you can feel their vague emotions, either just kind of numb or in pain when you use them. Ash is also not conscious like this, but if you extend your heart into the magazine with Ash's soul, it's as though someone went into a lab and found a new element, and they're condensing it down into the purest form so they can present it to the scientific community. This element's adjective being miserable. It's the saddest thing you've ever seen.
Damn.
But kind of asleep.
Yeah. God, we gotta find him a body. Well, even if we're just putting him into a head, we need Bastion to get back here and make a face at least just to talk to our baby boy. I mean, Ash.
It's, Athoth would tell you guys that putting him into a soul magazine, based on what Bastion has told you about how they work, that would be by far the easiest solution, because all you have to do is literally pop him in there, and then you're done. However, that you know that or both of you make insight checks since you've both looked literally into his head.
Insight.
19. Nope. It's a 19. I was looking at it. I'm like, why is this saying an 11? My insight's a +7. Because I rolled a 12. But when I rolled it, I hit history, not insight.
Okay, so 19 and...
21.
Okay. So you guys know easily, because you've literally been in his head. You know that a huge part of Ash's life, and basically all of his coping mechanisms, revolve around having sex, doing drugs, eating, or sleeping. None of which he'll be able to do in a robot body with the current technology, because hedonism is a huge part of Mercolian culture. You can invent some new stuff for him later, or just get him therapy or whatever, because he does not do these things in a healthy way. But then Athoth would tell you that with the powers of other Mercolians combined, they could scry on all these things. So they'd be able to you would have help in getting all the samples of Ash, or really they could honestly do it for you since you've done the hard part. And so, but they will caution you, as the Lord has bid them, of Ash has died enough times where it's actually getting hard for God himself to force his soul back to this plane. You know, he earned his place in heaven decades ago, and the call of rest and promise of peace is a beyond incredibly powerful force. And the Raven Queen has never been sympathetic to us. But it's certainly possible, with your place in our hierarchy, and your friends' places in their god's hierarchy, and Merkul's rib in your hand, it's certainly possible. It just may be difficult. And while a metal body is certain, but maybe uncomfortable, resurrection is less so, but with as many times as he's passed through the planes, sometimes there's a risk of not coming back properly. Athoth tells you the Lord is leaving this decision up to you, as Ash is naturally slated to be your right hand and most trusted servant, so you're gonna have to deal with whatever state he's in. And despite his power and omnipresent nature, Merkul has only recently felt emotions, and would admit that even he doesn't know what would be best. Because with his power fractured in Stephen. Yeah, it's when Stephen became a follower of his was the first time he ever felt a single emotion. So he doesn't really know what's going to be best. So he's guaranteed to have dysphoria as a robot, and he'll probably eventually get over it, at least as much as he got over having no limbs for 5 years and then having wooden ones for the last 40. But if you want to put him in flesh, you'll have to open the soul magazine and let him truly die, and then everyone has to track down his other, body parts. But there is a chance that it's been too much, and he may not be willing to come back, even if he, logically knows that he has business. And Rakul could shove him down here, but that's likely to fuck him up mentally.
Which we don't want, honestly.
Yeah, which, what's a little more, he's gonna need therapy anyway. What's a bit more?
I mean, he has plenty, I think. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And bodies can't handle two souls at once, right?
It would probably not go well for your psychological well-being.
Got it. So it's not like I can just shove him into me and then burn away any bits of soul stuff that start growing on me.
Can we make him an echo?
I mean, if it gets hit, it goes away, so he has 1 hit point his entire life.
But he live forever. Or at least as long as the holder is alive.
I feel like that's a little cold.
But Athoth would encourage you of the most important thing, any way you decide to go, is that no matter what, he's not going to be in constant pain or have to fillet himself alive every few weeks. So, there's that.
Oh.
And there's not really a rush. But,
well, I don't want to keep him on misery pause.
I mean...
For too long, at least.
He's going to be like that for a while, probably.
True. Plus, now we're in time. So I also want to take a pause and just reach out to King Henry, do a quick sending to say, hey, listen, we were in the Feywild, now we're back. We don't know what we might have changed. We were back in time for a bit. Please reach out if we're still friends. Also, sorry for doing this love you bye pale.
Make a persuasion check?
Yes, a persuasion check from the guy who goes by least charismatic. A 1.
Really?
A dirty one, don't worry.
Henry doesn't answer.
Uh-oh. Well.
Maybe you should try reaching out to... What's the dog's name?
The dog? You mean King Barks a lot? Or Sir Barks a lot?
Sergeant Greypark?
Yeah,
that one.
That's what I said. No, I feel like if I reach out to anyone else, they'll have me killed.
You want to make an insight check?
Sure, yeah. Why not? That's a 5 plus an 8, that's 13.
You know that King Henry didn't answer on purpose.
Rude.
He does not like people being in his head. Let's say that at least.
I know. So I said, hey, sorry.
Yeah,
Oopsie.
No. But you would know now that time is normal. It's the King Henry's party is headed up to Stone to go back north to Thunderscrim. And that he knows you're out of time already.
Got it.
Oh, wait, no. Because you messaged future Henry while you were in the Feywild. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you messaged Henry from like a month ago, or from a month from now-ish. And then, he apparently felt like he owed you one. So even further in the future than that, he deliberately didn't say he sent you guys a ton of money.
So, okay. Right, yeah, he doesn't know. So,
hey!
Got it. So, it's a build-up to a build-up.
You're beating my ass in the quote retweets, I'll tell you that.
What?
You know
what's in your ass?
No.
No. You know.
None of you respond. Anyway.
I mean, Darian asked what's in my ass. I gotta respond.
Jail. I will send you back to the hole. No,
I
don't
thought we
respond to
already
that.
upgraded to prison.
No, my body
Anyway.
is a prison.
We all live
I
in a
mean-
flesh prison.
Yeah. The moment I understood the frailty and weakness of flesh, I was disgusted.
That's why I went for the divine. Hashtag Catan.
What, like the settlers?
Don't you start. Don't you start.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to be like, all right. So we reach out to King Henry. He knows we're back in time. Ash, we
He
have his
didn't
soul.
respond to you on purpose.
Yep, he's being a little dick.
Ow. I called him.
Well, I just messaged right into this, or sending right into his head. He hates it when I do that. Explicitly threatened to murder me if I do it again.
That's why I gave him a rock.
Oh,
You do
yeah.
literally have a sending stone to King Henry.
Yep.
I have,
Do it now.
I have spent an infusion slot on it the entire campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, great news though. The moment that I make that permanent, it's another +2.
Oh my god.
So then, yeah, I mean, we have Ash's soul. I want to try and put him into something just to have a little sit down with him. A little chit chat.
You can put him in one of the robots.
Yeah, I just didn't want to waste one, you know, because what if he says that he wants to just move on?
I mean, sure, but also, I mean, yeah, talk with him first, but also, like, it's not wasting. We've got, like, a fucking bajillion.
No, true. Listen,
We
I'm
have
just
You
like,
can always
20.
make more.
We have 20 in waiting.
It's Bastion, with all the tools in the Magnificent Workshop, you could make a body by end of day.
yeah, I just want to make him like a quick one, just to
Yeah,
kind of sit down and talk to him.
You hear it coming out of my voice, that exact phrase in Bailey's intonation.
Yeah.
Bastion, why do you sound like a coroner? Anyway. But,
Can't eat corn.
boo. See, I guess, while he's doing that, I'm just going to ask, like, all right, who do you guys want me to reach out to now that we're back in time?
Leo and Ten, who are still here, would tell you that, hey, we have this thing we need to do for All Ball, and we need to do it, like, right now, and I'm going to take
I'm
Dad
gonna
with me.
Run over and hug Leon Shaken. My bad. I am real sorry your dad's okay. My bad, though, for being who I was.
And Leo, who's also realized that the timeline has been written and re-erased, says, while I'm always going to be mad at you because you're a little shit, I do appreciate you not making my dad be crazy.
I do my best.
And I know you guys have some unfinished stuff here, but we'll all speak through the courier. And Leo would go and hug all of you, Carolina and Bastion too. And yeah, they say good luck with everything.
Sorry, I've got Leo's dad's brain in my body, don't I?
No, that's Ash. You have Ash's brain.
Okay. That's right. Leo's dad is the one on the ground, right?
Yeah. Leo's dad is Gilbert. He...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then 10 would take a hit from his pipe, and then he offers to any one of you an ornate silver tube.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Or it's not the pipe is not the ornate silver tube. Who takes the ornate silver tube?
I'll take it.
Hands it to you. It's blow the horn of Narnia, should you ever find yourselves in odds such as these again. Until then I will assist Leo. Otherwise, you will find me where I am most content between the worlds of the living and the dead.
That's terrifying, Tim.
I'll say good journey to him in Thieves' Camp.
He'll nod. And then Gilbert would look each of you in the eyes and say, Ildor, Avarice, let's just say it was odd meeting the guy. I don't know what you did, but thank you. He made it sound like one of us owed him one, but based on what they did to Ash, I'm grateful. And not to mention when my family contacted Katrina and she showed her true colors. And my family aren't that bad, but they probably would have locked me in the basement or something. Because I've, been on the run for 150 years. So thank you guys for that too. And he motions to Ash's dead fucking body, and he says, I know that everything that led up to it was weird, but after in Stone Garden and the dungeons of that guy's a brother to me, very quickly, so when you bring him back, let him know that I owe him too. My life several times over, and my men's lives, thousands of them over, and he has his home in Stone Garden, even if nowhere else. Once we get the city back, that is. And you guys too, to be honest.
So you got a little finger guns like, hey, it's what we do, Mr. Shadow.
He does the finger guns and the
Mr. Shadow.
This is Mr. Shadow, correct.
I never met the guy.
He puts his hand out for you to shake. Well, Champion of Vivian, I'm glad for us to meet.
It's nice to finally meet you. I knew Leo pretty well, but it seems like things are turning out good.
Yeah, I remember seeing each of you for like 2 seconds when I got here. So he shakes your hand. Champion of God, that's a terrifying thing to say.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. It would put his slender elf hand in yours. But then if there's nothing else to say to them, Leo would grab Gilbert's shoulder and they would fly off into the morning sunrise. And then you're just left with the carnage of 3-foot deep ruts in the ground from the Tarrasque and thousands of pounds of wood that were once Herbert, and the wreckage of everything that had been Katrina's treehouse.
Yeah, I think it's just time to burn all of this and bring Ash's body with us so we can find his other bits.
Okay. It's Athoth would tell you that while other samples of ash are tucked among druid groves of the material plane in the Feywild, they would be able to do this for you. Other Merkulians of the Lord thinks you have more important things to do, but it would take about 2 weeks.
Like the
Yes.
peace sign.
Yeah. But you could also just pop him into a Warforged and then...
I want to at least have the option of everything destroyed first, just in case.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I don't know.
Where are we?
I mean,
Where
we're
are
back. Where? Great question. God, where are we?
You are in the Silent Swamp. It is southeast of Golgari. Probably like 200 miles southeast of Golgari. This is like a big... I don't know, probably... What am I thinking of?
An island?
I'm trying to think of a... Because Macadia is like the size of Texas. So this is like a... I don't know, 100 square mile, 200 square mile swamp. You could walk northeast and get to Dawnsville in a couple of days. But again, the Golgarians said you're not allowed in Dawnsville because they'll kill you on sight.
They can sure try.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys just want to, like, wind walk back to the Boy King? Kind of let him know that we saw the God vision and that we're champions and that, you know, everything is terrible. Also, we should probably start talking to other gods.
Yeah.
I've been trying to spread the word. I also need to talk something over with you guys and King Henry. I have an idea, but it might involve allying with Pelor.
What?
It's best to talk it over with a larger audience.
Okay, well, I mean, the only thing I was suggesting letting him know is that there shouldn't be any more attempts on his life by Vivianites.
We should definitely go let him know that. So you guys want to go fly over them?
Sure.
I'm in.
I'm going to do windwalk on all of us and be like, wait,
Yeah, go ahead.
we don't have to windwalk.
Or
We have
before you
wings.
do that, what do you do with Ash's old dead body, Katrina's body? Jean is unconscious, and then there's everything in
Oh, yeah.
Katrina's treehouse.
Katrina, I'm going to ask to be
Just
sent
take her
to...
body.
I was going to say, for Katrina, I want her to be sent to God, what's the necromancer and Vecna? Their name?
You want to
Vecna's-
send her corpse to Thunderscram
No,
for
the
Dennis
daughter,
and Margaret Corfield.
The daughter. The sleeping daughter. I'm blanking on her name.
Oh,
You
Jean.
just said it. Jean. Yeah, Jean. I want sent there. I feel like they'd be good parents. Yes, they're necromancers, but they're also good people.
And they're newlyweds.
Exactly, they're newlyweds. They'll be great with kids. Katrina, I want her body given to. Ooh, Bastion. Who do you? Or hey, Carolina. You guys know vengeance and stuff, right?
And what?
The Vivianites are all about vengeance and everything. You'd be able to torture from beyond the grave.
I mean, not really?
Oh, I was gonna say we'd give her body to the Vivianites just in case they want to bring her soul back and torture information out of her to help them.
Yeah, we torture them when they're alive.
I mean, I can try to bring her back. Murky will give me her soul. It's whatever you guys think. I don't really care what happens to her body.
Do we really want her to be alive?
Yeah, we can just burn the body.
I could put it in my backpack and we could make it into cool things, like a hat.
Druid skin shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, as fun as it was to fight a Tarask, I really don't want to do it anytime soon.
Well, I
That's-
figured we'd send her body with the shackles on, and I'd keep the key so that she's not going to get out.
Right. Now, Pale, let me ask you a question. Being that I'm new to the magic thing,
Yeah.
do you need a body to cast a spell?
Typically, unless you're like a wraith or something. You've got to define that better. It's terrifying the way you asked me that. Like, you understand why that's terrifying, right?
No, I have no idea.
Just the idea of souls casting magic willy-nilly.
I mean, maybe.
Hmm.
Again, I'm new to magic. I know
Fair.
a few spells, and I don't really know how it works. Just thinking if you bring Katrina back in any way, shape, or form, can she cast polymorph?
Well, I mean, I don't want to bring her back. I was just going to give her body to the Vivianites because they're terrifying. You know, no offense.
We can vote for it, I guess.
Do all three of you want to make a religion check?
Sure, I'll fail at this.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, let me roll religion. That's a +7, so let me give a little rolly roll for that. Oh, that's a 9.
14. Sorry.
A what?
14.
Okay.
9 for me. Yeah.
Are you there? Ian?
I got a 12, and I'm gonna add 5 because I can, so that's a 17.
Okay. So Bastion, being that you've spent more time with Ash's brain goo than anybody, you find it incredibly unlikely that Merkul's gonna ever not stop just tearing Katrina's soul into little pieces.
I think
Is he-
Merkul is going to keep tearing her body into tiny pieces.
Nice. Yeah, it's deserved.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
As I say, it is what it is.
Yeah.
A win's a win.
Horrible people deserve horrible things.
Mm-hmm.
So, where is the Boy King? On the way to Stone, right?
Yes.
So are we going to take a leisurely stroll, or are we going to wind walk?
I'll say let's just fly on over.
That was
I
what I
feel like-
meant by leisurely stroll. The scenic route.
Oh, yeah, because I was going to say, if we're actually strolling, I feel like that'd be rude to any bandits that try to attack us. Like, they have no idea.
We should do it just cause.
I don't mind.
We'll see if the scenic route, just fly over with our wings.
Do we make sure that we stop any bandits we see?
Well, obviously.
All right.
But we're not
I'm
going to
game.
let that. We're not gonna let the bandits harass us, though.
It'd be a little funny, but also there's 3 tall people, one of whom is made entirely of metal with big wings. I have a jetpack. This is the first ever.
You have
As
a
far as
jetpack
I'm aware.
and wings. You have a jetpack and wings. Air Force One over here. All right, let's
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
So what are you
Let's
doing
go.
with Katrina's body after all?
Put it in my
Fine.
bag.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah, can I just put it in my backpack?
Okay, you put Katrina's body in your backpack, and then what are you doing with Ash's body with all the roots and everything?
That's going with Aethel so people can find the other bits.
Okay, and then what are you doing with the unconscious girl you've just made an orphan?
She's going to the necromancer newlyweds.
Okay,
Wait, sorry, what?
so Ash's daughter was here. That was the one that Katrina was very upset that she's blaming Ash for her being in danger when Jean followed him there.
Okay.
And so her name is Jean. She's 24, but she's a 3/4 elf, so she's maybe like 10 in human years.
Mhm.
It's a deep tan, dirt under her fingernails. She's also a druid. But Katrina has cast some sort of sleep enchantment over her, presumably so she wouldn't wake up to the sound of her dad screaming. And she's still unconscious.
Never giving her to necromancers for good reasons, right?
Yes, she's not dead.
And those are in
Yeah,
Thunderstrom.
They're friendly necromancers. It's the one that we saved from prison and his wife.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're cool. We did get nuked for them, so
Yes. Or no, that was a different prison. It was like episode 1 when they rescued Dennis.
okay.
Dennis the necromancer. He used to be an accountant and then got into necromancy because it was the only spellbook he could find.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
remember y'all telling me about this guy. I've
He's
just
a
never
precious
seen
baby
him.
boy.
So how
Yeah.
are you sending Jean to Dennis and Margaret, who've been paperclipped by the Thunderstromians along with
going.
Garfield?
We're going to
I mean,
Thunderstorm already.
we can just. Should we just use the box?
Should go to Thunderscrim? Can we do that?
Yeah. Right?
We'd have to teleport out of this
Outside of
dimension
it.
and then teleport to a different one, or then teleport back.
Well, we're.
And we have to
We're
land
in.
outside of Thunderscrim.
I mean, we're in the magnificent thing, so that's a different dimension, right? No. Either way, I mean, we can pop out and back in.
That's a good question.
Thank you.
It's an extra dimensional space.
Hashtag liminal. Same.
And then also, Katrina's house is now sideways and completely wrecked. But she does have a lot of shit in there.
Let's go looting.
Yeah, I'd love looting.
Okay. And again, I didn't roll for this beforehand, so I'm gonna make you guys roll for it. Congratulations.
Yay.
Let's go! I love getting loot. Yes, yes.
So that's kick Katrina in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick her head out of my backpack and kick it. Give us a high kick.
All right. Whoever wants to go first, roll a d100.
I'll go. I'll do it. No one else did. 69? 32.
No, man. 32.
Nice.
Okay, and then roll me a d4.
What's a D4 for rolling? 4. Nice.
Okay. Let me do some math. 7, 5, 0, 0. Okay, so you find in various potion components and little fucking knickknacks she has, you could find about 7,500 gold of just random shit that you could possibly scoop into your bag and go sell at a pawn shop. If you want anything specific, we can roll forward or see if you find it. And then make me a roll a d6.
That's a 1. Keeping up the theme.
A 1, okay. Let me go to the table. All right, and then roll another D100.
25.
A 25. You find a potion of greater invisibility.
Nice.
And
Am I
then,
able to find it? Nothing.
Okay. And then, now that I'm thinking about it, while you're looting, all three of you roll me history checks.
Ooh. That's a 19.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
26.
All right. Bastion and Pale, you remember this? I don't remember what spell it's called, but there's something of if you smash a sapphire into an object, like enchant it, and it costs a sapphire, I don't know why, but when a condition is met, that object will teleport to somewhere else. So Ash put the condition of if I die or am captured by enemy forces, all of my shit ends up with my daughter. So you do find the claustrophobe's trench coat. You find another thing called the convenient briefcase, and then you find something. You find the heretic's fork, his most common weapon. So his personal effects teleported to his next of kin, Jeed, when something bad happened to him. So you have those things also, and then either Carolina or Bastion. You're up.
Carolina,
What?
you want to go?
Sure. D100?
Yeah.
82.
Hey.
All right, and then roll me 3d6.
626. Mazda.
What?
Mazda 626. It's a
I don't
car.
understand. What was your total for the 3d6? That's all I need to know.
14.
Okay. You find 1,400 in random valuable objects. She has tons of samples of plants, every herb you could ever imagine, other little experiments and oddities, and also like a lot of gemstones for magic. If you're looking for anything specific, you could try to roll to find it, or just go to a pawn shop and sell things as usual. And then roll another d4.
3.
Okay. And then roll me 3 more D100s.
95, 70, and 91. Total of 256.
Here, I don't need the total. What was the first one? 95?
95.
Okay, you find a ring of warmth. What was the next one?
70.
Oh wait, that's not the right table. I'm so sorry. Okay, unless you just want a ring of warmth. You find a ring of water elemental command for the first one.
Yeah.
What was the second?
70.
Oh, okay. That is a +2 splint armor. You can choose what model you... Oh no, it is splint. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. +2 splint. What's the third one?
91.
91? You find a ring of air elemental command. Do you have those three?
Yep.
Cool. And then Bastion, you're up next.
Oh boy.
Roll a D100.
Almost rolled a D200.
I'm the
48.
last airbender.
48. Yeah, roll me 3d6.
353.
Okay, let me do that.
11
math.
total.
Thank you. You find 11,000 in random valuable things and or money.
Money.
Yeah. If you want anything specific, just let me know and I'll see if you can find it. Other than that, roll a d6.
2.
2? Okay. Roll me 2 more d100s.
31, 42.
Okay. You find a potion of storm giant strength. So that was 31. Yeah. What was the other one?
42.
Okay. You find a... Where did it go? Alright. A staff of frost. What was the other one?
It was 31 and 42.
Okay.
So the potion and then
oh, right,
staff.
just 2. Yeah. Alright, sorry. But those are the things you find, unless you want to look for anything specific. And then you guys would also know that Jean has like a stuffed owl bear, like a toy that Ash got her, and it's very important to her, and it's in her room.
Yeah, we're grabbing that, and we're also going to give her a second one that I've been holding on to for some reason. I forget what I got it from.
Oh yeah, that would have been from the Half Moon Fair. I mean, honestly, that's probably where Jean got it from too. It's
So she's going to wake up with 2 new parents and a new owl bear plus her old one.
Yeah. That probably will sate her if you just made her an orphan. It'll be fine. You guys would also know
better parents.
in Katrina's basement is probably 10 to 15 filing cabinets of all the research she's ever had in 700 years of life.
So would you guys be angry if I called them Herculeans to come pick this up, or what?
And Athoth can do it too.
Hey, I thought if you want to,
He gives you a thumbs up. On it, boss.
Thanks, Bessie.
And I already forgot. What'd you guys say you did with Ash's root body?
Athoth's taken so the Mercurians can find his other bits and destroy them all at once.
Right. Yeah, and he'd immediately go to her greenhouse and start sorting out soulwood sprigs or whatever. But yeah, Athoth can clean up the rest unless there's anything else you guys want to do.
No, we're just going to dab out of there and head over to Thundersgrim.
Okay. And you're going directly to Thundersgrim or meeting up with King Henry first?
I feel like we should drop off. I can go drop off the child. You guys can go meet up with King Henry. I'm literally just going to go drop her off, so it's not splitting the party, and I get myself in trouble.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So you guys go meet up with the Boy King and get him up to speed, because he probably doesn't want to see me after I bust in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's happy with... He thinks sending stones are fine. It's just that you messaged him with filthy Merkul magic. Gross.
Exactly. So you guys go, and I'll catch up.
Yeah, we'll meet you there.
Peace. I'm just going to fly away with the child, heading to her new parents.
Okay. Yeah. Or everybody make me a history check again.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're good.
19.
It's a 3 plus... That's a
11.
5.
11, 19. Okay. Bastion, you also know this because you have Ash's brain inside of you right now. I mean, you don't have to take... I mean, you can certainly take her to, your friends in Thunderscrum, but they also, they have a town and, family friends, but that's just up to you. You guys have seen Wolfgar and Stacy in the Destroyed Timeline. So she technically has godparents, but you could also drop her off with the Necromancers, too. What?
The Necromancers are better parents than, Merculians. Even though I am one.
So that's harsh to say about your own people, but okay.
Yeah, we have some ups and downs, all things considered. Looking at how Ash was treated.
All stereotypes of black people are true.
What?
I'm not allowed to respond to that in any way.
Well, you can. Could you?
Because even if I say no, then I'm going to sound racist anyway.
All my stereotypes are true.
About truckers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, truck people.
And a senior enlisted.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
So, we'll do. Those of you who are going to meet the Boy King, you'll meet him first. How are you getting there? Just flying? You actually walking?
I mean, we could walk to entice some, people along to get their ass whooped, but still got to give Pale time to get there because he's the one that really wants to talk to him.
Or let me do this math. If you fly, so it's been a day and a half since you guys escaped the prison. So Henry would be. I'm looking at the map above my desk. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to be, what's that? 30 times 4 is 120, right?
Yeah.
So he's 120 miles away. The Thunderscrum, on the other hand, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 30 as the crow flies. Okay. Oh, no, that's not right. 13 times 30. That's how big the squares are. So it's 390 miles away. So, and you can travel probably twice the speed if you're flying. So that's going to be divided by 60. So it's going to take you 6.5 days to get to Thunderscrum. And then as far as the other two of you who are just going to meet up with King Henry, that's going to be 2 days.
Of walking or flying?
Flying. Assuming you guys stop to sleep.
How long will it take us to walk?
It would take you 4, or really 5, because you'd be going through a swamp. There's really no roads between here and there. You're in the wilderness.
I do always know where north is.
I would say, here, let me move to the fucking continent map. Yeah. Okay. So, I'll move the "you are here" symbol. You are approximately right here. Do y'all see it? Lower right quadrant. And then I'll draw a dot for King Henry. He's right here-ish. The teal dot. Does that affect your plans at all? Or are you still okay with flying 6.5 days? And then the other two of you meeting up with the Boy King. Or really, by the time you would get to where he is right now, he would be in Crossroads. So you're going to get to him in like 3 days, because he's also moving away from you.
Pale, you should wind walk and get there faster.
Also, Pale,
I could do that.
You would be flying through the cold line.
Yeah, but I'm flaming.
True.
Also,
okay, so yeah,
I'm part fire.
I knew you were going to say that. So we're still down with that?
Yeah.
And you might want to get out of Windwalk before you get into Thunderscrum.
Yeah. Well, they'd have to catch me first. But yeah,
you're going to.
Yeah, no, they'd absolutely catch me first, and they probably have air prisons, which sounds quite silly and terrifying.
Not to mention anti-air weapons.
Literally.
Or anti-aircraft.
No, it's more funny when it's anti-air.
When every now and then when the wyverns get hungry, they descend upon the towns. They have, 50 cals up on mountain bases, and there's some poor bastard sitting up there in the snow all day, every day. Just itching for somebody to... Alright, so Carolina and Bastion. We flying or walking? Or you could fly to the road and then walk.
Yeah, we definitely fly over the swamp.
Okay.
Do you want to walk, Bastion?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Alright, walking it is. Give Pale some time to get back to us.
Okay. So walking through the swamp and then walking up the road, or flying to the road and then walking up the road?
Flying to the road and walking up the road.
Okay. So 2 days go by. Each of you rolled me a D100. And then do you stop to sleep, Carolina?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 50.
Okay.
Unless you're talking to it again.
I got a 19.
I got a 13.
Okay. I was just talking to them, Pale, but it's okay. But then 19 and 13... This trip is really hard. For... you guys are flying over, and we don't have to go through the whole thing unless you guys just really wanted to.
If the walking gets too difficult, I'll just cast Fly.
No, I know. It's when you guys are flying over the swamp, like a fucking young black dragon flies out of the swamp and tries to eat you. And it goes through a whole thing. But you guys would eventually kill it. Because you're two champions of gods. And because it's a young dragon, you guys each have about the same hit points. It's just a lot, and that was a poor decision on the dragon's part. But you could eventually kill it. Do you want anything from this dragon?
Teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, the scales.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say a scale too. I gotta put another one on the weapon.
No, I want all of them.
Oh. I just want one to put on Light Cutter next to the emerald one.
Oh, your dragon scale collection?
Yep.
Okay. But then the walking part of your journey, roll me another D100 each of you.
Well,
That is a 5.
Okay. Yeah, Carolina, when you are landing, or rather when you get to Stone at 12 and a 5, you see that there are, what's that, the Golgari Provisional Council folks. So there's soldiers from Golgari with the remnants of the Blue Shields patrolling the town. And they did see you guys flying. And so there's some commotion as you guys land. You may or may not want to avoid that.
no. They'd never get us.
Well, I don't like Blue Shields whatsoever. I don't know that Carolina... Yeah, Carolina does have that same problem with the Blue Shields. Yeah, this is where they said that they would arrest or kill us on sight, right?
Yes.
Okay. Bastion, can you can't change your appearance at all, can you?
I can go invisible.
Okay. And I will turn into old girl in the fucking Feywild. What's her name? That helped us.
Oh, Xenix?
Yes.
So you turn into Xenix, and then...
And Bastion's invisible.
Okay. Both of you make me religion checks. Religion or Arcana, I would say.
Doesn't matter. They're both the same thing.
Arcana. 26.
Okay.
2.
Alright. As you guys are you sneaking through town, or just trying to be quietly along the road?
Just going along the road. So, where would I think the Boy King be going?
You think that he's probably going to Crossroads. It's the town probably 15 miles north of here. And you should meet up with him there.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna act like I belong here. Passing through.
Okay. Bastion, you're invisible, and being that you guys are champions, you have auras now.
Oh.
So, Bastion, you're able to hide yours. And, like, not only are you invisible, but you're, like, focusing on keeping all the Gond inside of you. Carolina, you're not so lucky. It's... make me a stealth check. Or performance. Or really... Okay, here, scratch that. Stealth or deception. Yeah.
Stealth is much better. 28.
Okay, you set off a couple of alarms. Not literal alarms, but like people can feel you walk by, and they're like, that is an intensely powerful magical presence. And people follow you, but you're able to like evade them as you go through this medium to small sized town of... There is definitely a Golgari presence here, in addition to just regular stone guards, and then Blue Shield remnants, but you are able to... Though somebody knows that someone is here, and they are starting to look for who the fuck, but then you're able to... you guys exit town without anyone actually catching you or talking to you or confronting you.
It was the perfume.
Perhaps. Yeah, the smell of passion fruit follows you wherever you go.
All right. So on to the crossroads. I still look like Xenix stuff.
Okay. You arrive at Crossroads.
Hour, so
What?
I can be invisible for an hour.
Okay. Yeah, but you guys make it through town, and then you would reach Crossroads soon after that. This would be day 4.5 of your journey. But you arrive at Crossroads, and there is the same, presence of the enemy. I would say even more so, because this is the direct road. These towns technically aren't under the jurisdiction of the Provisional Council, but they are. Any reinforcements going to Stone Garden have to pass through here. So there is. You're still kind of in enemy territory. Or really ally of your enemy territory.
How many are present?
Outside of town, there's probably camps of people they've recruited to go be soldiers. There's various adventuring parties. But at first glance, there is no sign of the Boy King. This town usually has about 10,000 people, but right now there's around 40,000. Not 40,000, Jesus. 20,000.
Yeah. And
the town's population has doubled. That's what I mean.
Just curious, in the town, how many of the blue shields do we see?
Before you enter, it's probably a party of 5 beaten up, battered ones who were going on leave after having their asses handed to them. It's been a month since the revolution, so yeah, there are not many. It's mostly town guards and adventurers and just random mercenaries.
And a lot of them are tending to their wounds.
Yeah, there is roughly 10,000 people here who are your enemy. Or they're just, naive commoners who are trying to make a buck as a temporary soldier or whatever.
All right. Don't see Henry, so let's keep walking.
I mean, you haven't really looked for him yet.
I would like to.
Okay. Both of you can make me investigation or perception checks. Or how are you trying to look for the Boy King? Because you think he should be here or near here.
Has the day passed, by the way, since we were invisible?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just fucking cast Fly.
Okay. Are you invisible again, or just taking to the air as Bastion?
I'll just straight up fly.
Okay.
I don't
trying
even
to
need to
disguise
cast,
yourself at all?
I don't even need to cast Fly. Actually, I can't. I don't have the ability to. It's not a spell I have.
Oh. Oh, you took the potion of invisibility earlier. Oh. Okay.
No. I have the ability to cast. Oh wait, yeah, because I'm not concentrating on flying because I can fly with my wings. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, I won't be invisible. I take those.
Okay. Even with 10,000 people who are going to soon learn that you helped destroy the prison in Golgari?
Making a good point.
And they aren't particularly strong, 10,000 people. But still.
A lot of people.
And there's a handful of adventurers who might have a chance of, along with several hundred commoners, to take you down.
Yeah, you raise a good point. Alright, yeah, I will cast invisibility then.
Okay. And then Carolina, what are you doing to
I'm staying in
look?
Phoenix, but I'm just using perception. I'm gonna walk around and see if I see anybody who's familiar or friendly.
Okay. Both of you make me investigation or perception checks.
That is a nat 1.
All right.
It was perception or what?
Investigation.
Yeah, so nat 1, but it's a 13 total.
11. I'll make it a 16.
Okay. Yeah, so first of all, Carolina, make me another religion or arcana check.
6.
Okay. And then roll me a D100.
And what is this What is going on?
Okay, with this string of bad luck you've had, somebody senses that there's an extremely powerful magical presence again, and they are actively hunting you. And the town is actively looking for you, I should say. They don't know that it's Carolina Shadeflame, but they're like, there must be a dragon in disguise, or like an archfey. Like, people around who can sense magic are like, I can smell the power in the air. And somebody identifies that it's a person that this is coming from. They don't know that it's Carolina Shadeflame again, but you need to run, probably. But then, Bastion, you do see in the woods, probably just above the O in Crossroads, there's a very small camp. And when you fly over it, everyone sitting in a circle around a very small cook fire points guns at you. And it's a bunch of half-giants and half-orcs. And also, Henry dyed his hair brown on the way here to try to blend in, so it's him.
Wait, can they see me?
Oh no, they can't see you. So you see King Henry, Wade, Donald Denham, and the 10 or so Thunderscrim guards they brought with them. They are not dressed in the Thunderscrim crests or anything. They've definitely tried to camouflage themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But they're sitting around a cook fire in their makeshift camp outside of town.
I'm just gonna, like, hard thud land, not dropping invisibility, and just go, oh, hey, guys.
Yeah, everyone drops everything, grabs guns, and points them at you. And I'm gonna have Henry... Yeah, he's like, wait, fuck. Alright. Like, he tells everyone to not shoot you, as he recognizes your voice. And then he coughs a bit, and he's like, it's fucking Bastion. Alright. Where's everyone else? Are they also invisible? God, that's creepy. Turn that off.
I'll drop the invisibility, go. Alright, sorry. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Fully revealing the fucking divine form I'm rocking now.
Yeah, yeah, 1, where's everyone else? 2, what?
Oh, Carolina's just, like, right over there. Pale's dropping off an orphan at some necromancers.
Why? I mean, that does sound like something...
We killed an archdruid.
We've been... Okay, you guys raided a prison.
Uh-huh.
And now it's been like 4 days.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking upgrade did you
guys.
give yourself?
Oh, I'm the champion of God now.
He takes a deep breath and tries not to cough more.
Oh, I got a fix for that, by the way. Not completely non-magical. I figured it out.
You're, like, really efficient, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, we went back in time, because of the Feywild, because we got radiation sickness when we bombed the prison.
The entire 13-man crowd goes, oh! Like, it finally makes sense to them of how the fuck, and, they're like, you went to the Feywild? Like, Henry sits down at his fire, trying to mostly just make his men calm down, because they're all fucking skittish. And he motions for you to have a seat, and he's like, the Feywild, that sounds fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was alright, though. Like, we got out. We got this cool, box that we can teleport with now.
You're not so fucked up by, like, a time paradox, are you?
No. We talked with Ildor. He's cool now.
Oh.
We fought him a bunch of times. He beat our ass. Quite a lot. Well, he beat Pale and Carolina's ass. We usually just kind of talked it out.
Henry squints into the middle distance with his mouth kind of open and just like a eyebrows furrowed of, why the fuck is everyone around me so fucking weird? But he's not keeping that, he's not saying that out loud. But then Carolina rolled me another stealth check.
32.
Okay, you're eventually able to evade the cops. Now make another perception or investigation check.
21.
Okay, you run from the cops, and you eventually find King Henry and Bastion. It probably takes you like 2 hours of running through the woods.
So that was a fucking adventure. Everybody attracted to my scent.
Mm-hmm.
They still don't know who the fuck I am, though. Oh, hi, Henry.
Oh, hey.
As I look like Zenith.
He's like, Bastion, who the fuck is this?
Oh, it's
Everyone,
Carolina.
everybody in the camp would stand up and point guns at you again. They're really skittish. They just declared war in person.
I pop my echo out just so they know who the fuck I am.
They jump again.
Don't worry, it's just me. If I drop my disguise, that's it for the day. I can't do it again.
It's really funny because you presumably didn't like have your wings there, so you just fucking Superman landed. Like you were just floating.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, do the superhero pose.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone groans and puts their weapons back on safe and sits back down like goddamn fucking magic users. And Henry's like, "Where's Pale?"
Like I said, he's dropping off an orphan
Okay. Please explain.
from the Archshrewd we killed.
In the Feywild?
No, here.
Who's he dropping her off with?
Some necromancers.
Dennis.
With Dennis?
Yep.
In Thundersgrim?
Yep.
And he didn't just wait like 2 weeks and come with us?
Oh,
We're
he'll be here
debating teleporting, actually, which it's gross and hypocritical, but we may actually not fucking make it on foot.
Yeah,
we could argue with that.
Yeah.
We got a cool mobile fortress where we keep all our cool stuff.
He again kind of is a loss for words and squinting.
We made a deal with our patrons, and they gave us a cool little mobile fort, so we can, cast a little spell, and then it appears, and then we got a little cool little box we can teleport with.
You guys are warlocks now?
No, like our gods.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you're champions of gods?
Yeah.
How long were you in the fucking Feywild?
Like 2 months.
And then you time traveled?
Yeah.
And then we were 3 months back in the past.
Yeah.
Good fuck. Okay.
So we had to make our way through time to get back to this point.
Sure. Whatever. Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, we are. How much time is left in the day?
It's like afternoon. They've been traveling at night.
Okay, well, since Bastion already is out in the open, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my disguise too. So now they see the wings and all.
Everybody jumps and groans again.
Sorry, hey, told you it was me, but
No,
you gotta see what I ring with.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad and August, deliberately were like, yeah, we do not want wings. And, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool. It makes traveling easy. But, we still kind of have the thrill, or at least I do, still have the thrill for the, suspense of walking.
I was able to fly for most of the time anyways.
Yeah, people kept getting too close to me. And I couldn't just fight them. Yeah, there's too many for me. And then he was invisible the whole time, so I didn't even know where he was.
Yeah. Also, hey, when you get back to Thunderscrim, I can super fix your coughing thing without magic. Just by the way, I figured that out.
How?
Well, you see, I theorized that the problem was probably something with your lungs, so I figured out how to make some synthetic lungs that actually will pump the air in while keeping the air out. So you will end up having your lungs fully replaced. While also I've found you some. Well, I could get into it, and I can talk it over with probably one of your doctors. I make this stuff. I don't do the surgery.
He's sitting there.
It's super not magical. It's entirely with pumps and pneumatic presses and all that.
He's sitting there, one hand on his hip, the other hand holding a coffee cup, and he's just, again, staring into the middle distance. That was a nice thing of you to do.
Yeah, it was no trouble, really. I got you like a whole new heart and everything.
So I'd
Yeah,
have
you
to have
wanna
my
see
heart
it?
cut out.
Oh, only for a little bit.
Sure, I'll look
Yeah,
at it.
here it is. I'll pull out his fake heart that I've got.
Henry just squints at it for a long time. He's like,
Hey, look, it's even got my initials on it. It's got the symbol of Gon too. And then I've also here's like some of the infusion tubes that'll help like keep your blood oxygenated. Here's gonna be one of like the thing that helps purify the air. It's like kind of pulling stuff out.
There's NASCAR branding on his heart.
Yeah, of course. Hey, this is the first fake heart in existence. Of course I'm gonna fucking do that.
Fair enough.
Does
He's
he know
like-
about his spine, by the way?
no, he does not know that it's broken. He walks through the power of,
Belief, yeah. How
Yeah.
close am I to making that?
I thought you already did. Yeah, we rolled for it, when we rolled for everything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've got like the thing you'd sent me way back when of like the stuff I was making, and it doesn't say that I'd finished it, but
Oh, okay.
I could have. That's the thing is like I thought we did.
Yeah, I think I didn't have it on my big-ass spreadsheet, but we did it, like,
Yeah, 'cause
impromptu with all the
Yeah.
same rolls for it.
Okay, yeah.
And, Henry is somewhere between bewildered. Yeah, make an insight check, both of you can.
16.
Okay.
I'm adding a +5.
Yeah, you see... You have never seen someone lusting after the forbidden fruit more in your life. It's like, I'm gonna have, every scientist in the country look at that, I guess.
Yeah, I can walk him through the whole schematics and stuff. We had a lot of time on our hands, 3 whole months, in fact. So, I said, well, why not make basically a whole circulatory system?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of kids now. I'm a dad.
What?
Yeah, I have like a couple thousand in waiting.
With who?
Oh, I made them.
Oh, they're other robots.
Well, yeah, but with souls.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long story. Oh, by the way, we took care of the Vivianite assassination problem you were having.
Well, I
So
should
that should
fucking
be-
hope so with you being the champion of Vivian. Yeah, God, fuck.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have to worry about that anymore.
Well, thank you.
But the kids,
Yeah,
They're
no,
awesome.
they have. Yeah, they're great. There's Pale Junior, Yagami, and then there's Nokia, and then we got a bunch more that we're making.
I'd love to meet them, I guess.
Yeah, they're great. Well, there'll be a lot of time for that. Again, there's kind of a couple thousand we got in waiting right now.
He's just bewildered again, not even sure what question to ask you. Of why do you just really wanted the fatherhood?
Oh, well, no, turns out Pelor was stealing souls. And so we kind of put a stop to that, and then we kept one of them, and we felt real bad about it, so we just kind of put him in a new body. Well, I did. I made him a whole body from scratch, and then put him in it.
The entire camp is silent with horror. The only sound is the wind and the crackling of their small fire.
Yeah, we figured out how to fix that. So the
Yeah.
cycle's still, like, in action.
yeah, they're stealing the souls to increase their magic power.
Yeah, they got these real big weapons and cannons and stuff, and they're using souls to power them. But we're putting a stop to it. We've been putting a stop to it, actually. Yeah. Also, I figured out that like right now, currently, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find someone whose memories I can steal to give all of them like a basic set of like instructions of like, hey, here's what it means to be human. But we haven't found that yet. We're working on it though.
He sits there in silence for another minute, but then extends his hand to shake each of your hands. if you guys need help with thousands of souls Pelor stolen, we will help you do that because holy shit.
It'd be great, actually. I was kind of worried about where we were gonna like house them. So I mean, if they could, you know, have a house or a home in Thunderscream, that'd be great.
And they're just like kids?
Well, they're unborn souls, so I guess like more child, like they're as much of a child as you really could be. Which is why we're trying to get them the pre-programmed, like, hey, here's what it means to be human. Because then they're not, you know, stuck having to come to terms with existence for, like, a week.
Still stunned, he says, that's the most horrifying thing I can ever think of. But
well, it'd be even more horrifying if we just didn't give them a body.
no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
The Pelor stealing souls from beyond time. That's fucking horrifying. I'm glad you people are putting a stop to it. We're gonna help with that. Holy fuck.
Yeah, we need some more allies to help us with this. I mean, it's a big world, and yeah, a lot of people still believe and follow Pelor, and then some of them are different about it as well. We need help swaying opinions.
Yeah, that is certainly fucking propaganda for the war effort. Fuck. Stealing soul just for... God, it's not because of us, right?
Oh.
Okay.
Unaware of that one.
Yeah, everybody just has like a somber moment.
Yeah, we did run into one in the dungeon where we found Yagami. He had a whole bunch of soul magazines. We didn't know what they were at the time, and he didn't die. So yeah, he's one of the ones at the top of the list to find.
Yeah, putting a stop to that shit is priority number one.
Yeah, we're gonna beat him to death.
Oh yeah, I'll help. Fuck. I won't be much help, you know. But still.
Any amount of help is a large amount of help.
Yeah. Anyways, you want to teleport back home?
Fucking, he looks to the crew. And Wade, who's been there the whole time. I think, Bastion and Carolina, you only met Wade briefly. He's Henry's, like, not really right-hand man, but, like, they're very close friends, and Henry probably trusts him more than anyone other than, like, Marceline.
Yep. Carolina met Wade proper.
Okay.
Met Wade on the way through like, when he was leaving the tunnel for Stone Garden,
okay.
And while we were in Thunderstorm.
Oh, right. Alright. Yeah, just, you know, dark-skinned human man with a big scar across his face, and he's probably, like, 30, 35. And his real name is, or last name, he's Wade Blackwell, and he's actually a colonel, but, he's been Henry's guard since he was a kid.
Is he single?
You can ask him.
Are you single?
Right after telling him about the horrors of what mankind and gods are capable of, he blinks at you for a second and he's like, I mean, yes? Why are you guys so weird?
We had about 3 months to handle that.
He's like, you know what, Miss Carolina, Miss Champion of Vivian, do y'all have titles now?
Just Carolina.
Okay.
I
Carolina.
Buddies.
It's... When we get back to where not everyone's trying to kill us, maybe we can talk.
No. I'm normally into women, but you know, might be time to grow up and what does the future hold?
He kind of nods, a bit with a squint at you still, but, yeah, I mean, it's Carolina's certainly attractive, so, but you are the champion of a god, and he's Thunderscramian, so, like, on a, base cultural level, or actually, Wade's actually not from Thunderscram. He's worked there, since he was, like, 20. He used to be in the, Arlen Navy. That's right. Yeah. And he started working for Lord Jaegerin, and then, joined the actual military and was promoted to King Henry's Guard since he was, like, 5. That's his thing. I forgot about that. But still. So while he still thinks magic is icky because he's lived in Thunderscram the last, 20 years, he's not in as deep as they are.
Yeah, you said he's human, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One of the only other humans that Carolina's run into that she would find attractive.
Nice.
Even though she's no longer human, she's fucking Ace of Bar now.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, King Henry would mostly just be asking you guys questions and then be horrified by all of your answers.
Mhm.
And he would tell you, Bastion, especially, of if this works, if you have to cut my heart out, I want you to put it in a jar of formaldehyde because I want to give it to my wife because I think she'll think that's hilarious.
Yeah,
And then,
it's a very romantic gesture. People often say, I'll give you my entire heart, but how many people consider they've actually done that?
right, yeah. And then I want to get my lungs and put them in a jar also, and then send them to Victor. And presumably, if I live through a surgery that's going to remove a lot of vital organs, which I'm not sure about still, but we'll look into it. I want to put those in a jar, and presuming I live, I want to write "I lived, bitch" on top of the jar.
The jar holding your lungs would be pretty, it would be somewhat difficult to tell kind of what they were, but we could, dry press them.
Yeah, I'm sure they're in, little pieces, to be honest.
That's true, actually, probably.
Yeah, I just imagine them looking really fucked up, and then he coughs some blood onto a handkerchief.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah. But moving to Kale, on your journey flying for 6 days, do you camp?
Yeah, I camp. I also will use the box of cake or summon food and water to kind of feed gruel to the sleeping child. I don't want to wake her up before I have some backup to deal with me being an idiot.
Okay. Make me an Arcana check.
Yeah. Oh, thank gosh. That's a 16.
Okay. And then a history check too, I guess.
Yep. That's a 10.
Okay. Through a combination of these, you remember dimly, Ash hasn't really seen Katrina ever cast this and doesn't know how it works, but this is always how Katrina would put Jean to sleep before Dean would experiment on him, or everything else. And so he knows that she doesn't need to eat or bathe or any other human function while she's asleep like this. She usually didn't even know how many days had passed.
Oh, she's in full stasis. Terrifying.
Yeah. So she's gonna be okay.
Yeah, that.
She can still get hypothermia or something, but she doesn't need to eat or go to the bathroom or whatever else.
Got it. See, it's pretty much just me talking to her about all of her exploits while she's asleep. At least some of the good stuff sinks in about her dad.
Okay. That's cute. Roll me a D100. Are you flying just straight north to Thunderscrum? Because it is almost directly north.
Straight. I gotta get her to her new fam. That's a 4.
Okay.
Great was a 90.
Oh god, a 4 out of a D100.
See, that's the stuff that scares me.
That's good, right? That's good. Say that's
Right.
good, please.
Bailey,
Yeah. What?
say it's good. Right? You know?
So you're flying over. You get to where you're flying over Stone Mill, which is one of the towns that is still not under the Provisional Council, but it is a town that A, you've murdered a man in before, B, you've stolen a horse here. Also, the champion of Merkul flying overhead raises a lot of alarm bells. What do you do as you realize that someone has sensed a dark, evil presence above them and has raised the alarm of, is that a person with wings flying up there?
That's a great question. How much time do I have?
They're probably a minute behind you.
Oof, okay, so not enough time to bring a planar ally out.
It's one of the adventurers in town on their way to or from Stone Garden. Imagine some goody two-shoes party of all lawful good people who... This is some other adventuring party's, like, big break of, we've tracked down the champion of Merkul. It's something you guys would have done at, like, level 10.
I'm bordering on their Vecna. Good.
Yeah, you're about to become a big bad. Yeah. They're gonna think you kidnapped a kid for a blood sacrifice or something.
That's dark but fair. Would she technically be a willing person to a spell?
It'd be... I mean... I don't know, make a fucking, a persuasion check to see how much she likes you. Unconsciously.
Yeah. That's a 4. That's not gonna work.
No. Are your, is your charisma still a -1?
Is it? Oh,
you
I'm
should
on my fire self.
Yeah, you should have gained charisma as an SMR.
Riz. W Riz. I have 2 copies of my thing. One where it's just the fire, one where it's the SMR. Either way, it's probably a 5. Yeah, you gave me that idea.
Let me see if she's...
it's a 6.
Yeah. So I would say she counts as an object on your person because she's not awake.
Got it.
An object, what are you trying to do? Wind walk?
Yeah, which it has to be a willing person.
I mean, it's
yeah, but
something
any object that you are wearing or carrying goes with you.
I am just... I'm trying to think of what the best thing to do here is. I'm just going to see if I can talk to them.
Talk to who?
With the necklace at the ready, if needed.
Oh, talking to the adventurers that are following you?
Yeah,
on brooms and a flying carpet, and one of them's like an Aarakocra or something?
Yep, I'm saying, hey, yo. Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them lands. It's a paladin type who's like a dragonborn, and he jumps off the flying carpet, and he's like, do you land to talk to them? Or in the air?
I'm like 5 feet off the ground, just like, hey, what's up?
Just, halt, villain! Were you kidnapping this girl? You vile demon!
Dude, I'm not a Tifa. That's so racist, dude. No, I'm bringing her to her foster family. Her mom just died. Her mom was a dude.
There's a powerful dark evil around you. How do I know you didn't just kill her parents, and that's why you're taking her somewhere?
And I have to kind of stifle like a giggle.
I did kill her parents. Yeah.
Listen, Merkul. Yes, I'm champion of Merkul. We're not doom and gloom. We're here for the end of the universe. Killing a druid and a priest, really not my usual digs. I'm literally just dropping. You guys can come with me. I'd offer to go drop her off, but it's thunderstorms. You guys can come with me, but cold bind, so you guys have rings of warmth.
Make me a persuasion check.
Come on, big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Okay, that is a 16.
Okay. And then I'm gonna have them roll an insight check. They, on the one hand, they know you're some sort of evil person, but you're the champion of Merkul, and they know they can't stop you.
Like, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Like, on
they were still
level.
Oh, sorry.
Oh god.
They were absolutely certain you were some sort of evil person, and they fully believe that still. But when you say, I am the champion of God, they're like, oh, we're level, 12. So, if we try and stop you from kidnapping a child, we're also going to die. So they are going to, mostly of the light of the ancients will wash over you as you do this.
Tell them all, say, hey, you guys you guys want some cake? I have a box that makes cake. It's not magic cake, not poison. It's just cake. You guys want some cake before I head out?
They're going to start going back. They're backing away from you.
Okay, actually, I would take a step towards them and summon a 3-tier cake. It's like a Neapolitan, so it's chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, with the corresponding icing. It's literally just cake.
She better still be alive when we get to you.
She's literally asleep. It's so that she doesn't have to be aware of all the travel. We're going really far. You guys are really... Listen, my name's Pale. One of you... Do any of you guys have sending or message or anything? Check in on me. Her name is... Oh, God, wait, what's her name?
Jean.
Yeah. Just check up on her in a few days. Let me just get to Thunderscream. Please let her get settled. It's been a traumatic few days. Or come to Thunderscream. I am a personal consort to King Henry. I do what he tells me.
I don't know if you want to say that you're a consort.
Not consort. What's like a person who works for?
Fucking associate?
Consul.
Or, Consul. Okay.
Yeah, that's the wrong word. To King Henry, I literally do what he tells me. I work for him. He's my employee. Reach out to his guard or something about her. They'll know about her. She's going to a very high-level sorcerer. Or wizard. I forget if he can read or not.
A dark god following the king of the Black Army sounds about accurate.
I feel like you guys are underestimating that he just kind of does that. I mean, Gond bends to his will at this point. Or his champion.
You can tell that they're going to go back to town and get help, and then bring help back to try and hunt you. You can try to avoid them.
I was going to tell him, anyway, I'm going to leave the cake here. I am also going to summon a few of my angels. So if you guys want to keep this up, you can. I'd highly recommend against it, but I do hope to see you in a year or two when you come to kill me when you're stronger. Okay.
They say nothing, merely gripping weapons, wishing they could do something.
But do a peace sign, wind walk, and just float away.
No, you're going to be somebody's origin story. Congratulations.
Yeah. Do they have names?
Fucking...
It's gonna go on the list of Tails' best friends.
Let's go to NPC generator. Yeah, Anne Silvis. She was their druid. Let's just say I'll make note of this when I go edit this recording. A 16-year-old human female traveling with these people. And then there's Barda Glade, who's a 53-year-old male human rogue. And then, let's see here, Faye Chaucer, she's 25, also a human. She's gonna be like a fighter. And then finally, there's Trigani, who is a 19-year-old dragonborn paladin who's the one who'd been talking to you mostly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Best friends.
Mm-hmm. Who are gonna come kill you after they saw you probably go kill a child.
That's the goal. I mean, Pale now has an endpoint, letting them kill him for their origin.
Okay. Now it's time to start building a secret lair.
I mean,
And
honestly,
then-
now all I know is in your next campaign, my
already
goal is
have
just
the
going to be to
secret
play. I just want to be Trigoni next campaign,
Okay.
killing
Pale
myself.
already has a secret lair. Where was the place we had
several.
the party at?
Oh yeah, no, I have several secret layers at this point.
Oh, but that's the best one. The love place.
Yeah, it's the Lake of Soon.
Yeah.
But when?
Yeah.
Yep.
But as would have it with the other two of you traveling with King Henry, they go on foot for like another day or two until they get to like Ashford, and then like their plan had been to go to Phandalin because the highway from Thunderscram to Phandalin that they were building that started a lot of this drama it's almost done. So they were planning on meeting up with the miners and then traveling through the tunnel that goes, because it's a road above ground once you get past the cold line, but it's a tunnel system underneath it. So they're planning on meeting up with those guys as they're, yeah.
Donald Denham's with them.
Yes, he is.
What kind of miners are they meeting up with?
That's rough. Yeah. Listen.
Yep.
So bad.
I had to get one.
But
I wasn't ready. I was in the middle of a yawn when you said that.
But you guys would, as would have it with Pale just flying straight and probably in a hurry to avoid people hunting him, and then Pale going through the cold line. It's very cold, but you're keeping Jean warm. You guys, yeah, because they decide to actually teleport the rest of the way so they don't die, which they're all very bummed out about and feeling hypocritical and gross about, but they like it's this or they're gonna eventually kill us. So they do get to like refuge and then teleport. So you guys would actually arrive at Thunderscram probably within the day of each other. But we can do all that next time. I don't know, calculate that more accurately to see what time you guys get there.
Time isn't real.
Or you could try to message each other.
Yeah,
That sort of deal.
I gotta pop off, but thanks. Guys.
Yeah, we'll probably end there, but yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, I'll catch you guys around. Goodbye.
Yeah. And we'll get back to starting the war stuff. Yeehaw!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anyway, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There's a war brewing.
Uh-huh.
Oh. I never said hi to Craig. Hi, Craig.
Oh, yeah.
Back here.
So you can say bye to Craig if I
Hi, Craig.
stop him here. Hey, it's your GM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.